So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for David Montgomery. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
I am steady trying to do this weak-ass screen, though. Don't want to take a time out. Good shit, my boy.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays.
There you go, right
Job
here.
not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Ooh, that should have been a fumble.
Around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I know I don't do this on my first play, but fuck it, let's try. Hit us out there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I can't even find the fucking play. That's you calling? Damn.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
I can't hear you. I'm on the game. Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Damn, I can't fucking think.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Oh, they blessing. They blessing. I see him. I see him, shawty.
On third down, Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up.
Broken up?
Coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one.
Oh, my God. Good shit, my boy. I can't even play like this.
You've got to find ways to get off the field where you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
As Sanchez on to
good game, my boy.
He sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Adams the man in motion right.
That's all this damn motion shit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Bro, they can't block shit.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the ground, this time Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ooh, my head.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
What the fuck he got going on?
Looking to throw. Groves.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They saved you. They saved you.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Why the fuck did you go over there?
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Carlson able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the play I wanted.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same
Like
just
man
like
to
us
man.
calling one,
Yeah,
right?
man
Making
to
sure we
man.
ease into the game, let it come to us.
Give you man to man.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll have it past.
This nigga click on then click off.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they
Oh,
ran
I did not try to
first
do
down.
that.
Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's cool.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
I wish he would have not even caught the motherfucker. Oh, okay, that didn't go back.
Each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
All right now.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Bring him down a little bit more so I can mic his ass.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Bro, they do not hold. They fucking block.
A gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Oh, God.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
I can't
Raider
fucking
offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's
got
had
you
a
a speedy
fantastic
ass
rookie
nigga back
season,
there.
made a
That's
lot
for
of
sure.
lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to
Whoever
give
that
him
is,
one.
they got a motherfucker.
I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's Mostert. And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, my God. This is... Oh, my God. This son of a bitch, pussy ass nigga. Good defense. Oh, my God.
No such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach,
most of you bogus as fuck. But that was me. I ran right into him.
But obviously, he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Don't be fooled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Come on, my motherfucker.
And they'll mark him down right around the knee, just shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I'm finna unfriend cuz that's all he doing is sending me some motherfucking messages. do not like that goofy shit there, bro. Get that little run.
Looking to throw on second down. Groves, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. And it's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
You calling me? It worked? Hello? Yeah.
Okay.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Look at God. Look at God. Look at God.
At the 12-yard line.
With no running back,
What you want, Venetia?
to help pass protect all the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be
Hello.
if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone.
Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
You can get a field goal. I ain't going to lie to you, gang. You can get that field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Oh, he's going to run it. He's going to run it. Give him a little run.
Adams, the man in motion right. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Adams, the man in motion left.
All that motion and shit.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before break. Groves buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth for quarter number 3.
Leash, you on the phone?
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ah, I just fucked
to
up.
get this drive started.
Oh my God! I know I just
deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
And now look at this. Big gain.
Oh, fuck, he got that bitch back.
Are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
Oh, I did that wrong too.
There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
Damn.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. It's another run. That'll be a run.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Bro, I'm talking about your blockers are amazing.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, Groves.
Nice.
Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Oh, my mama, you better run out of bounds, boy.
But not before he's inside.
You know you better run out of bounds.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Adams the man in motion right.
Bro, this nigga killing me with this shit.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Groves. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 85 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Groves. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Adams, the man in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. In motion, Hill.
11, Thomas. 11.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 25 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Adams, the man in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Groves. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked it.
Now a hit and a loose football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw on third down. Groves. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. The hit of me the most danger at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G.
Don't tell me this motherfucker the froze. What all you need me to get from the store?
Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that.
It won't do nothing.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch.